So what is Pisces anyways? It's two fish a-jumping. Just kidding. No, but really. Two fish swimming in opposing directions. It's the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. Two necessary states that we all experience in our life journey on the earth plane from time to time. One foot even in the other world. Just like the yin and the yang symbol, these two little fishies remind us that both light and dark will return us to a state of wholeness, to completeness, the oneness. Even the Pisces, being one of the last zodiac signs, the sun here, often brings with natural sense of closure, of endings, patterns, themes, issues over the last 12 months, coming to a close, to an end slowly. So it really is time to wrap it all up, creating new space. And if those changes need to be made, this Piscean energy is both offering a support along with the momentum, like water, for trying new things, experiment in new ways. Inshallah and Ashe. I was just dozing off, staring at the fish. Well, that's what's happening in my village. But blessings to you, my energetic beings, and thanks for tuning in to a tantalizing Thursday while we're waiting for people to hop on to the live stream and tune into the show, or maybe even listen to the replay a little later, taking a breath and a pause, really setting the stage for our afternoon. Possibly you're getting that funny feeling. Are you taking the action to really raise your frequency key, your vibration, excelling? I hope so. Excelling into a future that your heart truly desires authentically. The energy of our own, like moving to higher grounds, higher worlds, will inevitably create a domino effect that impacts humanity, the environment all around us. So the world's frequency, as we begin to operate in a new vibrational tone, if you will, just creating our own personal resonance field, a return, like instead of like return to sender, like beaconing kind of returning to sender. The collective isn't just shifting, it is literally a year of transformation. So the choreography really of faith becomes locked in our energetic system, and the world will be forever transformed if we hold this signature note. And some of us will do it organically, actually, naturally. So you may be channeling into a telepathic kind of download, channeling in so much information today. And what you receive, like in receivership, might actually have an energetic hiccup against the restructuring of all of it, this big galactic choreography. So the beacon of an intuitive kind of heart, maybe an alert system to really assist. This is excelling in a solution. I'm in Utah, and the cops around here, it says, solve the problem. And I'm always like, be the solution. So in doing so, our gut feelings, the solar plexus, is going to confirm the way to achieve this solution. So it's a win-win. And just watch out for those energetic hiccups as they start coming, bubbling into the streams. So we are all aware, right? We are all that we are every day, hopefully climbing into our skin. What we will do to really show that in our energetic fields today. Sometimes doing a cosmic cleanup, cleansing the energetic fields in all the things that we do in all seriousness, bringing in the joy molecules, bring in the universal streams of love from the Great Spirit. The great masters are pretty humorous as well. Be Magic Nation. Instead of I Magic Nation, just be that Magic Nation. So with that, welcome to today's Daily Snippet. I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman, medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is just a choreography, a merging of them all together. But my intention is to utilize the indigenous technologies, the elemental realms, imaginal realms into our original divine blueprint, navigating our soul's harmonic through those realms. I've got Tiger on the desk eating my paper in case he jumps on the show, by the way. But that is online today, actually, along with some other special energetic centers. It's like literally the cosmic round table of energy centers are like all choreographing this I am presence into our realms and so much more. We really have the dimensions, the portals, gateways, things in the unseen. There's so much happening. But I do this through offerings, prescriptions, and rituals. I've had some soul support groups that are kind of freaked out when I give them a ritual or an offering, a prescription. Pretty funny. I do admire that in my weird self, but that's part of it. So anyway, just bringing things to our main stage container.
and rising of the origins, right? Rituals, food for our soul, our personal medicine, sometimes just scratching the surface to get us in alignment with our gift and our purpose so that our starlight shines even brighter. With all of that, I know that was kind of a hiccup in there just for myself, but my name is Tonya Dee and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, please do. Ashe, thank you, and blessings. YouTube or otherwise, Tonya Dee on YouTube, where you're probably streaming me live, and Musing with Tonya Dee, my podcast. Really fun season I'm having. But we've been vibrationally excelling and activating, transforming anew, birthing anew, not just during the Aquarius season, but soon as we hiccuped into the new Chinese New Year. We've got this heavenly universal escalator. It's probably eclectic more than eccentric, really, but it's the energy of magic that we all are, our unique divine blueprint. It's kind of vibrating and escalating into a new I am presence, individually unique to each and every one of us. Your divine magic, your essence is unique to you, as unique as mine is to me. If you're not sure what I'm even talking about, join me for Change Your Stars. This is an online offering that I have, and I cover this and so much more. But with that, I always like to give a shout out to the new peeps entering the village, the community. I see you, I hear you. Validation, I like to give a voice of acknowledgement and accessibility to my new friends and guests arriving to the show. New subscribers, that is. Thank you. And I also like to give, of course, a shout out to those of you that have been part of my journey since the beginning as I'm traveling this highway. It really does take a village, a tribe, a community. My intention for February was to hit a new goal as far as subscribers. So again, gratitude and blessings to you and for you for joining me for that. And also, I always appreciate those of you that do tune in later and leave a comment. And also, if you don't mind, of course, hitting the bell button so you're notified when I do go live, along with the white rabbit. The white button reminds me of the white rabbit. And remember a comment if you feel that you're in need of a message for your day. Sharing is just another way of paying all things forward. It's like a gratitude blessing, just sending it out there. And of course, you can also find me on other social channels, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Very different choreography, of course. Just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own authentic healer. But sometimes we do have energetic hiccups. We get in our own magical way, and we need somebody else to kind of re-navigate us or re-steer our ship. So we do get out of our own way. Something like that. The daily snippet. What's this all about? The cosmic insights, the planets doing their dance, the elementals, how they're choreographing each season, the 4 pillars, along with the subtle energies, the chakras, they all kind of are layering there. It's a different mapping system, if you will, navigating our star with channels and pathways. And our auric fields, they've really been kind of climbing into me lately. And also, I like to do a message for our day. And to get us on our way, I was finished with that. But the season of Aquarius, we should be feeling these frequential, I can hear Melodoma saying that, the frequential frequencies, just raising the vibrational bar, taking it up a notch, a degree by now, really sinking the dill, if you will. Feeling this kind of eclectic energy, maybe it's optimistic, eccentric, innovating, possibly even like a wake-up call. Like hopefully we're getting woke up by now. So there's just lots of mystical magic that's been happening for us. If you're hyper aware and paying attention, just streaming into those universal streams, full speed ahead beyond the season of Aquarius, because we're tidying that up, but just feeling the energy to initiate change, ready to take that into that action. Do an energetic warm up in your fields and your centers and your body, kind of start from the outer side and taking your energy vitals, if you will. So when we hold our reins back with this much lightning kind of embodied energy, we sometimes become a little more frantic, maybe worrisome, maybe a little anxious. So it's time to really kickstart that energetic heart. Bring in a little motley crew. Just innovating our life, our gift, our purpose. It's like, are we living our frequency, our personal medicine, or are we living somebody else's? So this is the process of literally taking it one step further, a simple step, a simple action, actually. One just simple initiation, baby steps. So change really is in the air, signing a contract, purchasing something, initiating a change in our behavior, getting off the hamster wheel, the looping, restraining from the intake of whatever that is that we're overly intaking, whether it's food or sugar or avoidance or whatever. Using affirmations like gratitude, grace, opening a door for a stranger, adding more positivity into our world. All of this may feel as if it's in the physical realm, but it's actually, it always starts in the energetic first, in our auric fields before it lands in our physical body. It's a transition from one way of being into an innovative, different, unfamiliar, usually, way of being. Or maybe it's just getting us back to our origins, just saying. But this initiation of creating an energetic mission, we're all on a mission, changing the energy of our day and our daily life, creating a domino effect out into the future. It literally is like that. One little shift in the field shifts them all. So it's over the course of time, which time is fluid. That's why we came here. We've got a mission. So something that transforms our life due to these frequential activations that we continue until this innovation is realized, it takes form. It becomes actualized, acknowledged, and accessed. So these two voices are literally at the cosmic round table. There's actually more than two, but it's like, are we being mindful or aware of what we feel? And what does our intuitive gift, our personal medicine say, our choreography? So if the frequencies aren't in alignment, they're not resonating, then the prescription is to proceed, move forward with the innovation if they're in alignment. So just with that to muse about a little bit, a few announcements. The replays for the Rising of the Origins, you have one more day. The portal closes actually tomorrow. And if you opt in for Change Your Stars, it will be there in your Forever Land portal. I do have a new podcast out today. Super excited. Victoria Gallagher, The Power in Manifesting the Life That You Love. Now, who doesn't want that? And just remember, a new episode is released weekly. That's going to be arriving in your inbox today. And in August of this year, 2023, are you interested in an adventure? This is not a luxury getaway, by the way. Magic in the mountains of Mongolia, doing some indigenous work with the land, the spirits of the land, getting to the indigenous ways of the shamans of Mongolia. If you're interested, be sure to jump in, as this space is actually limited. And also, my Musing Moon meditation is on the highway, the Pisces new heartfelt moon. It's a spiritual heart moon, by the way, getting to our spiritual heart, being in relationship with your spiritual heart. That's what's happening for me. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see Tiger on the screen, but he's hopped on. He wants to be part of the show. Okay, on the elemental highway, my computer's having hiccups, so it is a hiccup kind of a day. We do have a Yin Wood Snake of a day, the green Jungle Book snake. The snake always reminds me of Jungle Book and Mowgli getting in a trance with the snake, but this one for sure. This is a balance between the liver and the gallbladder meridians, the energetics of them. Vital energy, actually, vitality. So we begin with the water in the year, the yin water, coming towards sustaining nature. So we're creating this mesmerizing fire with the snake. Those snake eyes, right? Snakes have those mesmerizing eyes. And the tiger is actually the birth of fire. And the snake is birth of metal. Again, the hour of the dragon. We've got an entire directional wood energy, which is the east. It's also wealth energy, visions, ideas, all the good stuff. It's all good. Let's be real. But our day does need metal to trim all that wood energy, the vines, the yin nature. That's the kind of energy that the more you actually trim it, prune it, the more it grows. Imagine like mowing the lawn or trimming vines. They just keep on going. I know myself. Vines that just grow and grow and are barely rooted. Maybe something like vines in the trees, orchids in the trees, sitting on the trunk of a tree, blossoming. Tiger's like, Mom, keep petting me. I'm sure you got the visual there. The pig, the hour of the pig releases metal. But also, however, it creates this great energy with the tiger that's really playful and really fun. It's water energy, so the snake doesn't really quite like that. So it's kind of a giddy, curious energy, but that's kind of what's happening there. Just saying. What else do I want to say? I guess that's about it there. But we do have the energy today to create, make things happen, accommodating others actually to reach our goals. In a refined way, the snake is the action we take, the movement, like a snake, snakes slither. So all of that wood is competitors. It's possibly some sibling rivalry and friendlies, enemies even, in the way of the yin water and the rabbit there to get to our day, kind of in the in-between, just so you know. People who take our ideas before we put them into action. So really keep them to yourself, maybe journal them. The water, yin water on the stem, is a bank or somebody who controls your decisions, your resources actually. Only giving you enough to survive instead of thrive. Those kinds of things. They like to weaken you, dim your light, which is not fun. So go inward today. Keep those ideas to yourself because tomorrow is actually a new day to put it actually, to manifest it. So just hold those in. This is a process of innovating our inner world into our future existence. So ultimately just raising our key codes, if you will, our vibration to an excelled higher level of action. So just be aware of your zone of neutralities, emotional zone of neutrality, our thinking zone of neutrality, just being mindful of that zone, the zone of our heartfelt neutrality, just staying centered. So it's kind of like the rhythm, like this circadian rhythm. Sorry, I'm playing with his ears. Whatever process you initiate today, it's like birthing anew. So kind of contemplate earthen, what the frequency you frequent is the actual follow-up to that rhythm, that circadian rhythm, which is breath work in a way. And timing, it's the all and the nothing simultaneously. So we're kind of setting the flow of this rhythm that will be continuously flowing like a conscious river stream, if you will. But just be the solution to that rhythm. Make an effective and actual just know that we are transforming and possibly transferring energies, excelling in our solutions, foundations. The world isn't going to go backwards unless our mind loops us in that backwards looping return. So an affirmation to get you on your way. I am initiating great vibrational change. That's what I would be saying. That is what I'm saying. So with all of that, see you on the other side. Join me for Change Your Stars. The offer is actually in the show notes. It's super galactic fun, especially if you recognize that your star needs to go back to the rising of your origins. So ashe, blessings. And I got to duck down to see under my light.
Define it as.
So I define law of attraction as more of getting into alignment with the 8 manifesting conditions. And whereas a lot of other people, they'll just kind of define it more as a like attracts like, and what you're thinking about is what you're bringing about, and they kind of simplify it a little bit. I'm not saying that I complicate it, but I am saying that I explain it in a way that actually makes it work.
So it sounds like you have a foundation of 8 simple tasks. Is that the key?
That is the key. And it's so funny because you said tasks and you said key. And like at the time when there were these 8 things, I didn't know what I was going to call them. Those were, I didn't say it wasn't going to be tasks, but keys was definitely one of them. It became conditions because they are states ultimately.